How's it going, guys? Cody, guys, back again and dropping out another video. Right, guys, this story is about Walton Jail, surprise, surprise, HMP Liverpool, also known as, I call it, the death warehouse, where there has been 3 suicides in 4 weeks. There's been 8 suicides in 13 months. Absolutely shocking, guys. Really, really bad. This story is, the journalist who's wrote the story is a really nice guy and he's a very good journalist. He follows me on Twitter and I follow him. But this story is just bullshit. I wish he would have spoke to me about this story because it's bollocks. The headline, as you can see, Audacious bedsheet smuggling network uncovered at Walton Jail. Right? Like it, audacious, like it's some big wow. Like, let's have a look at this. No, absolutely rubbish, guys. Right? We're going to read the story. I'm going to shut up and I'm going to just read the story. Then I'm going to comment. Right? I know what I think about the story. You guys will know. Even prisoners' girlfriends will know that this is bullshit. Right? So, Audacious bedsheet smuggling network uncovered at Walton Jail. A new report into conditions at HMP Liverpool or Walton Jail details a smuggling network found last year. Prisoners use ripped bedsheets to create smuggling routes between cells at Walton Jail. Inmates use the sheets to link cells from window to window as part of efforts to transfer illicit items across the prison. The audacious tactic was revealed in a new report published today, offering further insight into the chaos within HMP Liverpool throughout 2017. A damning report highlighted shocking conditions found by watchdog inspectors during a visit last year. The Hornby Road complex was found to be plagued by rats, flooded with illicit drugs and hosting inmates in squalid conditions, labelled the worst some inspectors had ever seen. Rats, cockroaches, mice, it's shocking, guys. And on the prison door, it says 21st century community prison. Rising violence left prisoners living in fear, while drones attempting to drop contraband over the walls are so common, more than 1 device a week is recovered by staff. Since the inspection carried out by Her Majesty's Inspector of Prisons, a new regime has been installed at the prison, and efforts to improve conditions have begun. Today, another report, this time by a local watchdog called the Independent Monitoring Board, reiterated the problem in Walton during 2017. It also offered further insight into life behind bars throughout this period. One issue highlighted was a drug transfer network. The report said prisoners rip sheets up and hang them out the windows to transfer illicit items from cells to other cells. They're often left out hanging out of the window or get caught in the razor wire. Rat infestation was so bad that pest control were conducting fortnightly visits, and the report found the conditions of many cells during the report period was unacceptable. I got told it was unlivable, guys, in the report I read. In many of the 9 wings, there were cells with no electrics, blocked toilets, no running water, broken windows, and smashed water basins. Showers in the gym did not work, the football pitch was unusable, and the amount of drugs, including psychoactive substances like spice and mobile phones in the jail, caused massive concern. Another significant problem was the prison's inability to deal with inmates who may have suffered from mental health issues. One of them being Anthony Payne, Tony Payne, God bless him, may rest in peace, took his own life in February this year, guys, God bless him. The IMB said mental health teams within prisons reported an excessively high workload, which has been managed with adequate levels of frequently overworked staff. It suggested that urgent research needs to be carried out to identify numbers of prisoners who suffer from mental health in order for that proper provisions to be made for their treatment and care. Levels of violence in HMP Liverpool have risen in recent times. Among the reasons for this, it seems clear that mental illness and severe personality disorders, which may include diagnosable mental illness, figure significantly. These prisoners put staff and other prisoners at risk. Following the report, the IMB called for the consideration to be given to increasing the national provision of secure psychiatric beds within the prison network. It also asked for details over plans to deal with unacceptable living conditions in prisons, managing the maintenance contract with Amy after raising concerns over delays to repairs, and how to ensure the effective prosecution of prisoners involved in violence to other prisoners and staff. Right. Now, let's address it, guys. Do you know what? Do you know what? What I do, my voice, I don't know where my voice is. If anyone can lend me a voice, right, send it. Right. Do you know what? Normally, what I want to do, I read the story and I think, right, I want to read the story and then I'm going to give the overview. But I can't help it. I'll either give an overview a little bit at the start and then join in through. Because if there's something that I agree with, I don't disagree with, my head just explodes, right? With this story, guys, right? Now, they're making out, right, that this audacious bedsheet smuggling network, right, which sounds very glamorous, doesn't it, in reality, is bollocks. It's not. It is true, but it's not a network. What it is, when I was in Strangeways a few years ago, this is where I was first in prison for the first time on remand, on a witness intimidation. And what happened was if you've got a guy up on the right in Strangeways, you're 22, 23-hour lockup. I don't know what the regime is at Walton jail, but if you're locked behind your door and your boy to the left of you or the boy above you shouts down, "Listen, do you want a smoke?" Yeah, and he's your boy. He'll say, yeah, get us a smoke, man, get us a smoke. Now, the cleaners are locked up. Right, in the daytime, cleaners are unlocked and they'll pass like, "Oh, here's a Rizzler, here's a bit of burn, slide it under the door, put it in an envelope. Oh yeah, boss, I'm just passing him an OL. An OL is a free prison letter." He said, "I'm just passing him this, he's writing a letter, slide it under the door, there's tobacco or spice or whatever it is." So you do that, right? Or you'll see prisoners, a prisoner will be next door to a prisoner, and then what he'll do, he'll tie a bit of like very thin, like linen, like very thin, like looks like fishing wire, right? And what he'll do, he'll tie a fork or a knife around it, and he'll try to loop it under the door, like lasso it under the door to try to get it under next door. I remember once I was cleaning the wands, right, and a kid's like, he's trying to fish. They call it fishing, right? And he's like that, and he was seeing him snapping and all that, and he thought I was a screw. So because he just seen the feet, so he must have thought, shit, there's someone standing there, it's a screw. And I just popped his flap. I said, "What's going on?" I said, "Do you want me to kick it under for him, bro?" He said, "Yeah." So I just kicked it under next door, and they were just like passing stuff backwards and forwards. Could be tea bags, could be whitener, could be drugs, could be tobacco, could be, like I say, it goes on, guys. Could be a Rizzler, and then you just feed it backwards and forwards, Yeah, to me, to you, to me, to you, goes on. So but if you've got someone on the threes, you can't. That technique of fishing wouldn't work. So what you do is your boys upstairs, right? This was frequent in Strange. It happens in every prison, unless if they've got a grill over the window, you can still try it, or the razor wire and stuff like that. They can try. In Forest Bank, you can't do that because you've not actually got, your windows don't open. In Strangeways, the window opens outwards, right? In Forest Bank, it's like a grill either side of the window, double perplex glass. Bars and then glass again, right? Like, so you can't feed stuff from indoor next door unless you're using the under the doorway. Do you know what I mean? Anyway, if it's tea time or in the night time and everyone's locked up, right? You're like, well, him upstairs owes me a burn, so he's shouting up, "Bro, send us a burn." So then what he does, he'll rip his bedsheet off, or he'll have another bedsheet and he will rip the lining off it, right? And then what he'll do, he'll get a knife, he'll make a little hole. He'll tie like a little, I don't know, it could be your bag for your milks and your sugars, your bags for your brew kit. Put some tobacco in there, loop it through, tie it through. He drops it down to the kid. The kid, you're like, "Yep, he'll shout, 'You got it, bro?' And he'll say, I'm dangling. Yeah, got it. Unhook it," stuff like that. Take the drug off or the spice, whatever. Or if you owe him, you'll be putting tobacco or burn, or tobacco is burn, spice in there, tie it off, tie it back on, and then you say, "Yeah, take it, bro," and then he'll pull it up, and then he'll pull the bag off and he'll open the bag and bum a zoo or a smoke or whatever he's doing, man. It goes on. And then, like in Strangeways again, because we was lucky, we had an ensuite cell with a separate toilet. So what we'd do is my pad mate, he used to smoke a lot of just weed or whatever. So we'd climb onto the pipes because the heating pipes run. He'd lean out the window and he'd bum a zoo to the kid next door. I'm saying just, "Yeah, bro, yeah, sweet," and then stuff like that. And then you try pass things across. And then some prisoners, what they do, like I say, they'll get out on social and they will try to make a connection from one cell to the other cell to the other cell. So you can just pull it across. Pass that to fucking, I don't know, Smithy, or I don't know, Joe Smith or Joe Blog. Pass it to Bloggy or whatever. Bam, pull it, yeah, pass it. Like I say, it does work, guys, and prisoners you've got to be resourceful, and you've got to, if you're there and you've locked up and you forgot to get to burn or something like that from your boy, you're like, "Fuck, I'm behind my door now, need to smoke," yeah. You just get hold of your boy next door, or and people can get stuff to you. If it's in the daytime and the cleaners, when I was a cleaner, I used to get bollock from the one of the screws, because he'd say, listen, I've given you this job, right? Stop fucking passing stuff. He said, I'm not passing drugs. I said, I'm not passing. I didn't say drugs. Sorry, that's the wrong word. I'd say, like, I'm not, because he'd always say, you're passing drugs. You don't know what you're passing. I'd say, yeah, it's just burn. This was before the smoking ban. So I'm just passing burn over or something like that. Do you know what I mean? But his brain was like, he automatically thought I was passing drugs. So what I used to do is go into my pad. I had a load of OLs, right? OLs, it's just a piece of A4 paper lined with a little envelope. So I just use the same excuse. I just say, I say, don't bring it on top and start shouting. Have you got that? So just say, have you got that OL for me, please? I need to get this letter off. So then I go, take the OL, stiff the tobacco in there or drugs. I go over to see his boy, get the little thing, stick it in the thing, go over, yeah, slide it straight under. There you go, bro, sweet. Like I say, but the screws think you're passing drugs, and I got threatened to get sacked loads of times. He caught me numerous times, and he said he was going to sack me, but he didn't. But he could have done. But like I said, he liked me because I was charming to him. But then behind his back, I slagged him off because you've got to keep him sweet, you've got to play the game, haven't you? Do you know what I'm saying? Prison, man, prison life. You guys let me know. You guys know about fishing and stuff like that, and people sending stuff to each other. Do you know what I mean? If you're out on social, you can just pass it here. Yeah, take it. It's like a little marketplace. Here, you take that. You do that. Yeah, you have this. Yeah, here's a burn. I owe you this. Right. In the daytime, if the cleaner's safe, which 9 times out of 10 they are, they'll go and they'll, like I say, they'll pass burn. They'll pass. Like I say, it's not drugs all the time. It's really, really not. It could just be like obviously tobacco's banned, so you can't even say tobacco, but. Whatever it is, bang it in an OL envelope and slide it under someone's door. There you go. Or feed it down the side of the door. There you go, bro. Yeah, safe. Yeah. Leave me flap open, bro. And then they like to watch what's going on and stuff like that. Just life, man. Prison life. You've got to do a bit of this and a bit of that. Like I say, then on the night when everyone's locked up and there's no cleaners out, you've got to fish. If you need something from your next door padmate or 3 or 2 cells down, you've got to, you pass it. Bro, yeah, meet at the toilet. You go for your toilet, I'll reach him through. You'll get it for the next pad. And it's not a smuggling network, guys. The drugs are already in the prison. The drugs are already in the prison, aren't they? For the drugs to be on the wings, they're already in the prison. So it's not a smuggling network. It's just you're passing stuff from each other. I mean, when you open up, you just go to the pad and say, here you go. Simple. Anyway, going to leave it here, guys. I've overspoken on this one. You know what? You know about fishing. You've been in prison. Prisoners' girlfriends will know what I'm talking about. Have you ever fished in prison? I'm sure you have, because it goes on a lot. People, like I say, people use different things. Could be out of your boxers, and they just get a very thin thread. I've seen people rip the elastic things out of the socks. People use their elastic off the waistbands from boxers. Some people use the edge of a long prison towel. Loads of different things. The smaller the better, especially if you're fishing on the landing, because screws are bastards. I've seen screws cut fucking people trying to pass stuff, and it's just gone with a pair of scissors. Bastards. Right, guys. Leave it there. Let me know what you think about the story. Link in the description. Like, comment, subscribe. Cody out.